In this video, I'll explain how to create e-certificate and send that e-certificate to the participants. I mean to say the students or anybody who attend the quiz. So I'll make use of Google Classroom for this purpose. Hence, you log into your Gmail account and select these 9 dots, and from this you select Classroom. After selecting the classroom, you select one of the class which you have already created, and in that you select classwork and select create and use the option called as quiz assignment. So in the title you write the name of the assignment, whatever you want, something like I'll write something like CPS quiz, and you can write some instructions. These instructions will appear to the students. I'll write something like e-certificates will be received upon scoring minimum 60%. So I mean to say, if student scores minimum 60% of score out of the assigned marks, you will receive an e-certificate through the email. So for that you need to create e-certificate. So I'll assign 10 marks or 10 points for this activity, and I'll click on this blank quiz, and this will be opened in a Google form. After that, you just click on the 3 dots, click on the add-ons. You just type Certify EM in the search apps. I mean to say, you just type Certify because we need an add-on called as Certify EM. You just type that Certify EM and install that. After installing that, it will appear in the add-on section. So you just click on add-ons and click on Certify EM. So here you select enable Certify EM in this quiz. So Certify EM will be enabled on this quiz. Upon clicking on that, you will receive a pop-up saying and now Certify EM is enabled for this quiz. Now click on get started. So after that, the set of controls will appear on the right hand side of this Google form. So wherein which you need to set up some parameters. Something like certificate is presently off. Turn it on by clicking on this turn on. After that, there is one more section called as certificate records. This is the place where all the certificate records will be stored. If you click on this, it will show the list of participants and at what time they submitted these assignment and how many marks they have scored. All those details will be stored in this. Then you just set the passing percentage. You can set it to 80% or 70% or whatever you want. I'll just set it as 60%. I mean to say, if student scores minimum 60%, then you'll be able to receive e-certificate from this quiz. So in order to create the certificate, there are so many templates available. Something like black frame, brown frame, golden. There are so many available. If you want to see the templates, you click on the preview all. So it will show the list of templates. Whichever you wish to use, you can select that, or else you can create your own templates. If you want to create your own templates, you need to click on this, click here, and you just need to click on create a new Google Slides. So using this Google Slides document, you can create your own certificates. I mean to say custom certificates. So it is very similar to PowerPoint presentation slides. You can insert image, you can add text, and you can design your entire certificates here. I'll just open one of the design which I have already saved. As you can see, this is my template which I designed for this quiz. So I have inserted one image here, and I have written something like certificate of appreciation, and the text whatever you want you can write. And most important thing is, so this Certify EM supports some of the merge tags. List of merge tags are something like full name, title, date, percentage. So you just include those must tags in your certificate at place where you want them. For example, at this place I want name of the student to be displayed, hence I have written this must tag, and you need to follow the same syntax, that is two left flower brackets followed by full name followed by two writing right flower brackets. After that, the title, the title here is nothing but whatever you type here that will appear here, and the name of the student will appear here, and the date on which student has attended that will appear here, and the marks scoring percentage will appear. Likewise, you can design your own template, and you just make sure you are making use of these merge tags for designing your own template, or else you can use the existing template. So I'll just select custom template because I have already created one, and I will select that file. I have named it as quiz template. I'll select quiz template and I'll click on save changes. Now as you can see, the template is chosen as quiz template, and click on the advanced settings. In the advanced settings, you can specify the name of the sender. So I'll write something like my name, and subject of email, I'll write certificate for quiz content. In email, the text message what you want to send, that you need to type here. I have typed something like, hi, IIT congratulations to you for successful completion of CPS quiz. Please find your attached D certificate. You can type the body of the message here, and if you want to send the certificate as PDF, means you need to select, by default it is PDF, or else you can select image also. So better you select, make it as PDF. After that you click on save changes. So your certificate is ready, and from whom the mail will be sent to the participant, it is all configured. Next you need to do some settings for this particular quiz. Click on the settings. In general tab, make sure collect email address, response receipts, and you can select this particular option, that is limit to one response. When you select this, user can participate in this quiz only once, and you can see the summary charts and text responses. In presentation, you can select shuffle question orders. For each student, the order of the questions will be different, and in case of third tab, that is quizzes, you make this as quizzes selected, and immediately after each submission you make this selection, because immediately after submission of quiz, students will be able to receive email containing the e-certificate attached, and you make sure all these checkboxes are selected and click on the save. Now how to create quiz is very simple. You just click on this. You can type the question whatever you want. Say for example, I type something like keyword used to return value from function. So I'll write something like int. You can add any number of options. After specifying the options, you click on the answer key and you select the correct answer, and in add answer feedback you can specify the answer. If student incorrectly answers, he must be able to see what is the correct answer and explanation for that. That explanation can be specified here. So I'll write something like return keyword returns value from called function can write explanation for that correct answer and then click on save. After, likewise, you can add any number of questions, and if you want to add one more question means you just need to click on this plus and type the question and specify the options. Likewise, you can add any number of questions. So after that, you just need to post this to students. Before that, you type the name of the quiz, because whatever title you specify, that will appear in the certificate. I'll write something like C programming quiz, and in the responses tab, make sure accepting responses is selected. So after this, you send, I mean to say, you send this Google form either through email or through link, whichever form you want. Say for example, I'll copy this link. So this link I can share to my students either through email or through WhatsApp group, whatever. So you just paste this link to the particular application and forward that. So here it has already been assigned. So I'll name the quiz as CPS quiz. After that, students will select that and they'll type their name, they'll enter their email ID, they'll answer the questions. After that, they'll submit. So after submitting, they will receive an email containing certificates, something like this. The message which I have configured in that Certify-M plugin is appearing in the body of the text, and certificate will be received, something like this. This telling certificate of appreciation. This certificate declares that student name for the particular title and on which date and how much score. All these things will be automatically included in the certificate and it will be emailed to the students. So like this, we can make use of Google Forms along with the help of Certify-M add-on. We can generate e-certificate and we can distribute that to the students on the immediate submission of the quiz with some conditions like minimum passing percentage is 60% or 70% and whatever. So this is how we can make use of Certify-M for generating e-certificate.